Hello, I'm Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and I've made a new pick a card read for you. This time it's how they're feeling about you. How is that person you got your eye on feeling about you right now? Let's find out. Now, each of these readings has a deeper dive, an extended reading that goes with it. In the extended reading, I'm going to go into how this is all going to play out, possible timelines for that. I'm going to get some bonus cards out as well for a bit of guidance. Oh, we've got the ring on the bottom there. This could be commitment for some of you. Some of those cards out, whatever they're called, for guidance on that. And so if you're interested in that, toward the end of each of these readings, there'll be a link that pops up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below, and that's where you can also find your timestamps to jump ahead to your readings. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you get into it is good, and all you need to do now is take your pick. Which one do you want? Would you like the crystal? This is sarnite. Would you like the flower? Or the shell, an orange shell this time, with a bit of a tab on it so I can get hold of it nice and easily. Thank you to the shellfish that thought of my fingers while I'm doing these videos for that one. And so take your pick now, and don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. Let me know how this resonates with you. I love hearing the stories that I'm picking up on in my readings. Let me know if you like this style of reading as well, if you want me to continue with it. Click on the subscribe button along with that notification bell down there to hear more from me as well. I do 3 of these pick a card reads a week, love readings. I do random twin flame love readings for each star sign as well. I do a general energy update every single day for the collective, and I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show where I give mini reads for donations. I also give messages for Aries through Pisces in there as well, so if you're not coming along live for those mini reads and for those messages, you can also always check out the replay of that to get your messages. Do it 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 a.m. Bangkok time. Well, enjoy your reading, crystal, flower or shell. Take your pick now and I'll see you in there. If you chose the crystal, and this one's for you, crystals, let's find out how that person you've got your eye on, how they feel about you right now. Now, as always, crystals, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. In that deeper dive, I'm going to go into the future for you. And so how is this all going to play out? What's going to happen in the future? You can find out in that extended reading. So toward the end of this reading, if it sounds like this is your reading and you want to get that, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments below as well. So let's get to it. How does your person feel about you? Grace. They see you as graceful, as going with the flow, as being very in tune with the universe, as graceful. Yeah, beautiful, graceful. So you've got a lot of poise about you. You've got a lot of good things going for you. They like your gentleness. They like the way you just seem to flow with life. Easygoing as well. I like that about you. Resilience. And they know that you've been through a lot as well, so they're really admiring you. Yeah, they admire you. Your resilience, what you've been through, the way that you look at life, the way that you handle life, and all of that kind of thing. Very impressed by you. What else? Meditate, so they are respectful of your spiritual side. They appreciate your spiritual side. And change. Now, I just picked up on a bit of wary energy there. Feels to me like your person knows that they will be, if they come into your life, or if they are in your life, they are inflicting some kind of change on your life. I'm not saying that they think that you are kind of fixed and don't want change, but they see you as like having a very nice life right now, and I'm getting a bit of fear with this. Are you going to choose the change that is required to have them in your life? They're a bit worried about that. Know when to move to a new shell, especially if yours no longer fits. You see, they're worried about the change that they'll bring into your life and whether you'll accept that or whether you'll just move on to something easier. So they think that they are more change and trouble bringing into your life, bringing change and trouble into your life that maybe you're going to reject. So in a way, they might see you as having a nice, like, flowing, graceful kind of a life. You made a really good life for yourself. And they feel a bit disruptive to that and are worried that you're going to reject them for that. They're worried that you're going to reject them. Okay, tell us more. How are they feeling? These two came out together. So Queen of Cups, loving and nurturing. They see you as so loving and nurturing, not just to them, but to other people too. But the Eight of Cups, like, again, afraid that you're going to leave them behind. Like, I think that a lot of people are attracted to, I think, and they'd notice it, that you could have anyone, really. They've got a lot of worry that you're going to leave them behind. A lot of worry that you're going to let them go. What else? Ace of Cups. But they've got a lot of love for you. They do want to have this relationship with you. They want to have a new start with you. They want to kind of create a life with you, is what I'm getting from that Ace of Cups. So you make them feel incredible. They would love to have you on their arm, kind of thing, is what I'm getting there. Like, be really proud, you know? They would love to be with you. They'd love to be your partner. They aren't necessarily feeling worthy of that, but they would love that. You make them feel great when you're around, or when they're focused on you. You might not necessarily be in their lives at the moment, but you do make them feel really good. There's a lot of confusion about choices, though. Here, okay. Let's get deeper into this. So the Eight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, they see that you're very loving. They see that there's a lot of people attracted to you, a lot of people loving you. You're loving a lot of people as well. And so they see that you've got a lot of options, and they're very afraid that you're going to walk away. They feel like they've got so little to offer you, Page of Materials. So they're really not feeling like they're your match. They're not feeling like they are up to, I don't know, maybe you're way better looking than them, or maybe you're way more secure, like financially secure and all of that. Maybe you're just kind of more secure in life than them. They're not feeling like they're on the same page as you, like worthy of you. The sea is very grounded, feeling like you're very grounded. So it could be that security thing that I was feeling. It's kind of like King of Pentacles energy is what I was picking up on. They see you as like happy and secure, and like, and not like rich or successful or anything like that. I mean, you might be, but they're just seeing you as like being happy and content and secure in your life. Like you've made something that makes you happy and very grounded in that. And so you're not necessarily reaching for more or better or all of that kind of thing. You've made the life that you want for yourself. And that's why maybe they've not done that yet. Maybe they've been reaching for riches or fame, or maybe they have been just struggling and not doing very well, but they don't they don't seem to be at your level. They don't feel that they're at your level. They don't feel as grounded as they see you as being. Yet you make them feel incredible. Ace of Cups. And they do want this love with you. They are pushing you away at the moment now. Watching you, but pushing you away at the moment. So the feeling is there. If you're wondering like why they're pushing you away, why they just kind of seem to be watching you, pushing you away, the feeling is there, the love is there. They're not acting on that though. There is something where they don't feel worthy, and so they're not coming forward towards you because of that. What's behind this? Integration. They have to make changes in their life and integrate those changes within their life as well, in order to feel like they're ready for you, in order to feel like they're ready to come forward to have a relationship with you. And so that is why they're holding themselves away at the moment. I'm watching you. The feeling is there though. The love is there. There's no lack of love in this for you. They do love you, and they feel really good when they're focused on you, but there's changes that need to happen in their life. It doesn't feel like a very good match, this, to me. It doesn't feel like that they are at your level. Seven of Cups. There's confusion about choices here. What's it? Yeah, the same. Confusion about choices. What's this got to do with crystals though? Trapped. They're trapped. They feel trapped. They feel like they can't get out of something. They've got choices to make. There's a lot of confusion. So whatever these changes are that they've got to change and they've got to integrate in their life before they can come forward to you, they're feeling very trapped and like it's impossible. Like it's an impossible decision that they've got to make. So I don't know if there's differences between you, like a change of religion or a change of location or something like that. It seems impossible to them. So they've got stuff in their life. It just seems like it's impossible to integrate your lives together for them at the moment. They can't make that decision to let go or to change that thing that they need to change to be with you. So the past, present, future. To have the future with you, the past choices that they've made need to be changed now in this present moment. I'm feeling like they're not going to. I'm feeling like they're going... Clearly here they're saying it's not just a difficult decision, it's a decision that they can't make. They're bound to something else. They're bound to a path that they've taken, that they made a decision on, that they were taken seriously. You're that impossible relationship for them. They love you, but you're that impossible relationship for them. How they're feeling about crystals. Look inside of yourself. They are like impressed by your spirituality and the way that your wisdom and how you seem to have the ability to something yourself, manage yourself, how you're happy with yourself and that kind of thing. They wish they could be as happy with themselves as you are with yourself. They say that about you and they love that about you. And again, is at a point where they think, I'm not there yet. I'm not that grounded. I'm not that happy in my life. I'm not that happy in myself. They've got a long way to go until they're at your level. Beware of what you're projecting. But yeah, you see, so they admire you so much. So I think they're very much on the path to being on a level with you, but they're very much behind you. And as a result, they're kind of attracted to you and loving you because you're kind of leading the way. They're seeing that, loving those things in you that they know that they need to get within themselves. And you're kind of like a teacher energy to them and leading them forward energy. You're kind of inspiration to them, but it doesn't feel like you're a relationship to them, because a relationship, you both need to be at the same level and you're not. Tell us more, how they're feeling about crystals. So they seem to be aware of this disparity in, it's like they love you, but you're showing up everything that they're not. And yeah, and that's a good thing because it's leading them forward. But again, it's not a relationship thing. It's more like a teacher thing. Go deeper. So it's making them go deeper into themselves, into their life, into what it is that they're doing in their life, into how they're feeling about themselves, into like what they're manifesting in their life, and how happy they are with themselves and how happy they are within their life, so that they can release the blocks to that. So it's like you might have a soul contract with this person to come into their life to teach them this stuff. That might be why you're picking up on, if you do have a feeling that you've got a very strong connection with this person, you are more of a teacher to them. You've come into the life for that. To help them to get rid of things that aren't good for them. So when you meet your person, they might have been in quite toxic relationships, toxic patterns within their life, really not doing that well for themselves. And you've woken them out of that by example. Come like sauntered into their life with all of this grace and this love and all of this. And they're like, oh wow, I'm just a teenage dirtbag kind of thing. I'm still in that kind of an energy, and I want to be in the energy that crystal's in. And some of it is because of this attraction, that love for you, but it's projection. They've got that within themselves too. They have that potential within themselves. They're not there. Like, this isn't someone that's at your level. I'm telling you now, it's not. Let's find out more about how they're feeling. There they are again. Page of Voices, spy. They're watching you. They're paying very close attention to you. In awe is what it feels like to me. So they might be slightly obsessed. Oh, we didn't have the Devil card out there, but they might be slightly obsessed in that kind of a way. They're quite a mature person though, so it's not like it's not like they are a teenage dirtbag, you know? They've got a lot to them, this person. It's not like they're completely opposite energy to you. They're a bit behind, is all. Immature. They've got something about them. Memories and support. So you've got this kind of past stuff together. They're like that. Like they've got memories of you. Especially because you will have said some very important things to them because of this teacher element that you are to them. You would have said some very important things that will have changed their lives. And they've got memories of that. And they feel you're just so special. I think that you're like a spirit guide to this person. I think you come into their life for that. And I think the attraction is to get them to get moving on that, like their spiritual purpose. So you're kind of this supportive element to it. So you could have had past lives with this person and be kind of not contracted, but like have a soul contract to come in. You wanted to help them out, to lead the way, kind of thing. Kind of knew that their soul would be getting lost. And what else? How else are they feeling? They're feeling unwanted. So yeah, they're fantasizing about you. Like I said, watching you, obsessed, fantasizing about you, but feeling unwanted, feeling like they can't have it themselves. Feeling left out there. They're leaving themselves out. They're pushing you away. Oh, it's very strange energy, isn't it? Because they're holding on to you, yet they're withdrawing away. Yeah, holding on to you, yet they're withdrawing away. So they're neither in nor out of your life. And this is why, you see, is they can't let you go, but they also can't come into your life either. There's that strong heart connection with you, but they can't come into your life because of these other things that are going on in their lives. Let's find out more. Ooh. Get to know each other. So they're getting to know you better and all of that. But it feels to me like as they do, they realize you're out of their league. They want to love you. They want to be there for you. They want to be able to give things to you. But you're definitely this teacher energy to them. You're ahead of them. This is not a good match for you, but I can see why it's so very enticing for both of you. You do have a soul connection with this person, and they have a lot of feeling for you, but a lot of it is putting you on a pedestal. And so just watch out for that, because sometimes it's our ego that likes that kind of thing. We want to shine. We like those ones that look up to us and all of that, because it panders to our ego a little bit when we have like someone obsessed with us or someone putting us on a pedestal. But it's not what's best for a relationship. That what's best for a relationship is coming in with someone on the same level, kind of thing. Anyway, let's see in the deeper dive. If that sounds like it is your story, it could be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive, and we'll get into the future part of it. And so how is this all going to go down? Let's get possible timelines with all of that as well. Your future in this relationship or someone else. Let's see in that deeper dive. I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments below too. It is 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of thing. You need to get your email address right, so type it in very carefully, otherwise you're not going to receive it. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, your promotions folder, any of those places where your email provider hides them away. Now in that email you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that crystal on a device where you can open PDFs. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on the picture of a video, if it doesn't take you straight away to a video, then just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. How is this resonating with you? Click on the subscribe button with that notification bell down there as well to hear more from me. I do 3 of these love picker card reads a week. I do some twin flame love readings for each star sign. Check those out on my YouTube channel. I do a daily energy update for the collective as well every single day of the year. And I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show, which I'd love to see you in and give you a mini read. So come along in there. I do it 3 times a week. And so thanks. If this is where you're leaving me, then good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose the flower, then this one's for you. Flowers, let's find out how your person feels about you right now. So that person you've got your eye on. As always, there's going to be a deeper dive to this, flowers, and so if you find that this is your story, it could be a story, you might want to get that. In that, I'm going to go into your future. How's this all going to play out? With some guidance in there as well. With possible timelines too. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for that up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get to it. How's your person feeling about you right now? Well, they are feeling hopeful. So they're feeling hopeful that you're going to like them, they like you, you're going to get together, that kind of thing. Very hopeful about this connection. How else are they feeling about you? Wild. Wild. Woo. Okay. Feeling wild about you. So you're firing them up. You've got them in this fiery, passionate kind of an energy where they might do something crazy. They might, I don't know, give up the job or something like that. They might, do something passionate like that. So you see us being very patient, especially in listening to them as well. So this person might talk a lot, might have a lot to share. They might, but they see you as being very patient and listening, very patient with people. If you aren't connected with them already and you're not talking already, then they might see you with other people and having a lot of patience, being very calm and all of that. But you drive them wild. Very hopeful to be with you. So this could be someone that's just kind of looking at you from afar and wanting to be with you. Hopeful to be with you. Yeah, dreaming about you. Page of Cups is very much a fantasy kind of a, wow, it would be amazing to be with crystals kind of an energy, and fantasizing about that, dreaming it up. It's kind of that energy of kind of a teenage energy. You know, when you kind of write a love letter to the one you love and you put hearts on it and you put their initials inside of it. Is that kind of an energy that I'm picking up from them? So they might be quite not naive, but kind of just being young about it all. Infatuated. That's what I just heard. But infatuated with you. 3 of Cups. Something about them wanting to socialize with you, party with you, have a good time with you, perhaps you and a group of friends, that kind of thing. You want to be in amongst your group. They might feel like they're on the outer at the moment as well. You could have things in common. You could have like friends in common. They might be trying to wheel in on that to be a part of your circle. What else? And it could be that they like the people that you choose to have in your life. They like the choices that you make of friendships and stuff like that. They're impressed by that. Hey, honey. Yeah, they're impressed by that. But they want to be a part of that too. Here's Blackie too. Okay, what else? Wow. 3 more. Page of Swords. Got their eye on you. They're watching you, paying close attention. And the World and Judgment. Cycles need to complete and they need to make a decision. For some reason I just got school. I don't believe really young people are watching me on this, but that's the second time I've got a really young energy out from this. The Page of Cups energy, the flash that I got was like when I was a kid, I used to have pen pals and stuff and write letters to these friends. We didn't have email or anything like that then. And so it was all like, you know, paper, non-letters and stuff like that. And I used to like write these sweet messages to the postman and stuff like that on it to try and make them laugh and stuff like that. It's just that kind of youthful kind of an energy. But I'm picking it up again now. they've got a decision to make. A cycle needs to complete, but I was getting like a schooling thing. They don't have to be a child or anything like that, but it could be them starting something off, a job. You know how I was getting that you kind of drive them wild and they could like quit their job or something like that. It's like they could quit schooling or something like that. They might be learning something at the moment and be wanting to quit that to be in a relationship with you. It doesn't feel like advisable kind of an energy in them at the moment to complete these cycles and to make a rash decision like that. And I don't believe you'd want them to, kind of thing. You know, if they're like doing a PhD or something like that and they put years into it, you wouldn't want them just to quit on that. That'll be true for some of you. For some of you, it's not going to be about the schooling thing, but that seemed really strong. Anyway, we'll see what comes out in the cards. The Page of Cups. Very much in a fantasy about you. They like fantasizing about you, so before they go to sleep, they're thinking about you. Dreaming about you. Working with you. Ah, you work together. Yeah, it could be more of a work thing, that choice. Anyway, working together, or the dreaming about building something with you or working with you, reaping rewards together, the things that you can build together, and what you can, like the successes that you can have with each other. So they're seeing like a very practical kind of relationship between you both where you have these successes together. It's a dream, you know. But they think that you'd be a really good team together. They're like the people that you are friends with. They're like the people that you choose to have in your life. And they think that you're compatible in that way. And that the teamwork would be good together. They think you're good together. So that you could actually build a life together and build things with each other and have successes, perhaps build a business with each other or something like that, work together, that kind of thing, if you're not already. This is just a perception now. This is just like them kind of dreaming it into being. That's how they perceive you. So they don't really know that yet. And they might not have had any experience of you being a good team. They're just imagining it. Yeah. Okay, so the Three of Cups, they do like the friends that you have. They want to be part of that group. They kind of want to get in amongst that group kind of thing. So they want to know the people that you know. Maybe they already do. See, then I'm getting that kid thing again. Like, I want to be part of your gang. They're either... They might have a very immature mindset. Because I keep on getting this impression of a kid. It's like... Maybe the inner child is still very, very much at the forefront of them. The sea has been very patient, very gentle, very, very caring, very healing, very loving. Muse of materials, very stable too. So your stability and your caring nature and your patience and your calmness and all of that has you drawing a lot of good people to you, and they love that. They love that about you. We do want to be a part of that. This person seems to want to be a part of what you've got going on. They want to join your club, your gang. They want to be part of it. They want your life. They want to be a part of your life, definitely. That's what it is. A self-love. That's what it is. It's self-love. So that's what they're picking up on. They see you as like loving yourself, or they're not seeing that this is what it's about, perhaps. But that's what you're doing. You're loving yourself and you're attracting good things to you. Psychic development, and it's kind of making them want some more of that. But now it seems to be that they think that they can get this not through self-love, like not like from doing the same thing themselves, doing that inner work, but just by being around you, like being with you. I feel like it's going to rub off on them, that thing. So they're not necessarily seeing that it's self-love that's got you there, to that energy that brings in those good people. Now, for some of you, this person might have kind of joined your group, been a part of that, and they might have things happen in their lives where they can't be a part of that, and I've been pulled away from that group for some reason. And that's because their energy wasn't a match to it. That's just for some of you. For some of you, this is someone who they're really impressed by your life and the choices that you make and what you do for yourself. They want to be a part of that. They want it for themselves, right? They want to be a part of that. They think it's going to rub off. And they want the friends that you've got. They just kind of idolize you, this person. Page of Swords. So they're watching you, paying a lot of attention to you. They're trying to learn from you too. I think they... yeah, I think they're trying to learn from you as well. Could be unsure of whether... like they're hoping to be with you. Six of Voices. They're in a bit of choppy water though. Seven of Voices. Which is the card of deception. So they're not like you. They know it. They want to be like you. They know that. They want the stuff that you've got in your life. They know that. And yeah, they think that if they're with you that they can get some of that. But there's also a part of them that knows that they've got to learn it themselves, right? And so they think that you can kind of teach them and lead them out of those choppy waters. Especially the Seven of Voices about self-deception. So the things that they don't like about themselves, they're hoping that you can kind of help them out of that. They're watching you anyway. They're paying a lot of attention, like how you deal with people, how you talk to people, all of that. They want to learn that process. That could be that schooling thing that I was picking up on. They're like a sponge, like a child. You know how kids, they can morph. Watch out with this person. You know how people say that kids are like sponges. They're just going to soak up everything that's around them, and so the behavior of parents and caregivers and all of that and of society around them is going to change who they are. And sometimes adults are like that too. They can like morph themselves very easily to those that are around them. That's what this person is like. They morph themselves very easily. So who they are with you, you might think, oh, they're a pretty good match. Well, it's just because they're kind of watching you and they're copying you. Not in a kind of manipulative way, just that they're a sponge. This is a spongy kind of person, someone that they haven't got a very solid sense of self, this person. And so they will morph themselves to be a match to those around them. They like what they see in you. And so when they try and be more like you, they like that. But they're not getting the fundamentals of it. They're not getting the fundamentals that it's self-love and it's being true to themselves. They're more kind of being true to you. This could be very confusing energy for you as a recipient of their attention, because you're going to feel the love from them for sure, because they're looking at you and all of that kind of thing. But you're not seeing them clearly because you've not seen them in many different circumstances. Of course, you can only see them when they're with you. And when they're with you, they're morphing themselves to be more like you. Again, not in a manipulative way. I'm not getting that. It's just the way that they are. If you saw them around a group of other people, like say a group of guys, got masculine energy behind that, a group of guys, then you might see like a completely different person. They're a completely different person. So you might want to watch them more, in fact, and kind of snoop in on them and watch them in different situations amongst different people, because I bet it might shock you that they turn into someone completely different. That's why that young energy, that's what teenagers do, right? They kind of change themselves. They try out different things, being like certain people, different groups of friends and all of that kind of thing. Person's still finding themselves. It feels like they've not kind of struck out on a path. This is what this could be like. So they've got some choices to make about like who they are and cycles to complete. And who are they? They don't even know. Seven of Materials, but they're kind of trying things out and sorting out that environment and putting themselves in the right places. Like, I like this, and like, I mean, that's how we find out who we are, don't we? We try lots of different things out, and like, I like this more than that, and I'll do that more, and like, that's not really me, this is more me, and we find out who we are. They're very much in that process now. So that school thing that I was getting might just be the school of life, and that's what I'm picking up on. That young energy in the school of life, not really found out who they are yet. I don't know what your person's been doing. Say, I don't know how old they are, but they might have led kind of a very sheltered or a very fixed kind of a life for a long period of time. So they haven't had a lot of diverse experience. It's a feminine energy behind that. Yeah, they've not had a lot of diverse experience, and so they haven't had a lot of chances to find out who they really are. I think the important message in this reading is that sponge thing, is that as enticing as this person might be to you, because you only get to see them when they're around you, of course, you are the dominant energy in their life when they're around you, and so you're the one that they are trying to be familiar to, be more like than anyone else. And that could have you thinking that they're a really good match to you. So it says, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we're always united. Love transcends space and time, nothing is missing. Again, I feel that childish thing in there. Writing, like pictures of love hearts with your initials in it. They might do that. Because I've seen that twice now. Sacred union, honor and treasure a relationship, for it's truly sacred. This person could be very fantasy and romantic about you. It could feel really good that they're that too. I mean, this kind of a teenage kind of infatuation could be very nice energy for you to receive from somebody. It could feel really good that someone has this perception of you and energy towards you. They could be quite a bit younger than you, for some of you. And leaving the past behind. Right, so they see out like a whole new life with you, like they can just like join you in your life. I'm getting that over and over again. They like the life that you've made for yourself and your friends and stuff like that, and they just think that if they could they're hopeful to get together with you, because if they did, they feel like it's going to rub off on them, that they're going to suddenly have that life. But that self-love card has come out, and that's not really loving themselves, although it's making good choices for themselves. It's like, I don't feel like you're a bad choice at all for them, but I don't think you're the be-all and end-all for them either, because I think, yes, they might find out that you're a lot of what they want, for sure, through that process, but they've got a lot of learning still to do, this person, about themselves. Anyway, they're very open-hearted. They are very open-hearted, yes. This is a very open-hearted person, and that's what this youthful kind of an energy does have going for them. Heart wide open and go for it. They want to go for it. Like, they've got this wildness, this fiery energy for you. They want to go all in. They do. Yes, I can see that this energy would be quite enticing for you. But you might find yourself as a leader all the time in this relationship. Like, it doesn't feel like they've got a lot to bring into it that's going to be... Like, if you imagine this was the other way around and you're focusing on them and like, wow, their life is incredible, I want a bit of that. Like, don't you want to be in a relationship with someone like that can bring a lot into your life? This person isn't that. You can bring a lot into their life. They're afraid of you rejecting them. They're afraid of the differences between you and that you're so different. Like, you're this bright light and they're not. They're afraid of that. They want to shower you with gifts, though. They will do this. They will do a lot for you. They'll give what they can, for sure, to keep you sweet, but to give as much as they can, yes, but in the gifts. So this isn't someone that's like built up their life and they're very secure and they've got, a lot of things going for them, and they can bring a lot of interest and all kinds of things into your life and enrich your life and give you a leg up and stuff like that. No, that would be someone that's more on your level. But this person will try and give to you. So they will be aware of the differences and aware that they don't have that much to offer as you have to them. You don't want to join them in their life. You might want to recognize that you don't want to join them in their life. They want to join you in your life. And so that shows that kind of disparity there. But they will do things for you, like fetch you things and help you out in certain ways and jump up to do those things and buy you little gifts and things like that, or food and things like that. They will do what they can because they realize how little that they've got to offer. And so if you're responding to these little gifts that they're giving you in that kind of a way, you need to look at just how much you offer in terms of bigger life picture kind of thing. And then maybe notice, because I'm not picking up that this person has that much to offer in that way. It's not like they've got this stable kind of life going for them where they're going to bring a lot of interesting things into your life and a lot of stability and really good friends that they've got and all that kind of thing. Do you want to be friends with their friends? Self-worth. So you make them feel more worthy. You're making them feel, they see you as very worthy, as having a lot of self-worth. They want that. They really look up to you, this person. What else? Tell us what they're feeling about you. Fear of commitment. They're afraid. They're afraid of having to keep this up, this gift thing up. They're afraid that they have too little to offer you. They're afraid of betrayal. They're afraid that you're going to go off with someone else. You see, this person's got a lack of self-worth. They are seeing that you've got this self-worth and everything. They want some of that, but they don't have it in themselves yet. They haven't done the self-love path yet to get there. And there's that wildness again. So they just want to leap into this. They've got a very strong drive to be with you. Very strong drive. And they will, some of them will make foolish decisions to be with you as well. Really foolish decisions and giving up on things that they're working towards and stuff like that. Such as the compulsion to be around you and to be a part of that. Your life is very enticing to them. Let's find out where the heart is at. Love endures. They feel like this love will last forever. They feel like they will always feel this way for you. Like it's going to last. And it might do, but it might last in that same kind of a putting you on a pedestal kind of a way. I mean, if your life is always going to be excellent, they're always going to look up to you like that and like it, you know. Huh. And then, rest and relaxation is essential. We need to give it a rest, though. We have a fundamental need to take a break. You might wear them out. Trying to keep up with you, trying to keep that energy up, especially around this gifts thing that I was picking up as well. If they don't naturally have a lot to offer you just by being themselves and the life that they've already made for themselves, if they're constantly thinking, I need to redress that balance by buying gifts, by running around after you, so that they redress that balance in some kind of a way, that might be enticing for you because then you think you're receiving from them, but in a breadcrumby kind of way, let's admit it. But it's also wearing them out too. So this doesn't come easily to them. Of course it doesn't. If you're feeling like you don't have that much to offer someone and so you have to go over and above, all the time, that is going to exhaust them. So you need to be aware of that you also exhaust them. You also not make them, but require them to lift their energy up, which is beyond where they're really at. And as enticing as that is for them, it's exhausting to them too. How very interesting. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up for you guys. If that sounds like it is your story, it could be a story, and you want to know the future of this, well, what's going to happen then? Where is this going to go? Is it going to go anywhere? Is this going to change? Well, let's find out, shall we? With possible timelines, I'll also be getting some of these because I got them out for the other people. What is this called? This is called... that was the orphan card then. Might be something in that about your person. I can't remember what this deck is called. Anyway, I got them out for the crystals, so I'll get them out for you as well, for some guidance in all of this as well. How is this all going to go down? Possible timelines for any change and that kind of thing, or someone new coming in. If you want to find out about that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments below. It's for 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch thing. Get your email address right. Type it in very carefully, otherwise you're not going to receive it. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. All of those places that the email providers hide them away, so you can't find them. In that email, you'll see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that flower on a device where you can open PDFs. In that PDF, amongst other things, you will see a picture of a video. Now, when you click on the picture of a video, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. Click on the subscribe button with that notification bell down there as well to hear more from me. I do 3 of these Love Picker card reads a week. I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show. I do a daily energy update, and I do twin flame love reads for the star signs as well. So check all of that out on my YouTube channel. This is where you're leaving me. Good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive along with Chicken Cat there as well, then I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose the shell, and this one's for you, this orange shell that's got a tab so I can hold it. How cool is that? And so this one's for you. Let's find out how your person feels about you. So the person you got your eye on, how do they feel about you at the moment? Let's find out. Now, as always, shells, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. So if you find that this is your story, it could be your story, you might want to get that. In that, I'm going to go into some guidance for you. I'm going to go into how this might all play out, possible timelines, all that kind of stuff. If you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for that up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's find out how they feel about you. Shells, bringer of change. Ooh, bringing a lot of change into the life. Changing everything up. This one, nature, very natural to be together. They feel like they're like your earthiness, your natural beauty, your I don't know, maybe you're a bit of a hippie or something like that, and they like that about you. Simple, natural kind of an energy. It's a nice change for them. Perhaps they've been with like complicated, high maintenance people before, and you're not that, and they like that. They like the way you communicate. They like the way that you talk. They could really like your voice as well, but it's more like the way that you talk and the way that you put things across. They like that about you. What else? How are they feeling about shells? Feeling about shells. Again, the communication thing. They really like the way that you can communicate. They like the way that you talk. Knight of Cups, feeling very romantic towards you. Wanting to romance you, wanting to take you out on dates, wanting to make it really special. So they'll want to do really sweet things for you. Knight of Pentacles, but they want to take it really slowly. So there's this feeling of them really being into you. I want to get one more out. So they want to take things slowly. They don't want to mess this up. The Wheel of Fortune. This could be a fated connection. Or they're feeling like you're meant to be. You're that person. This is a fated connection. So you might have there might be a lot of synchronicities around this relationship, or there's a lot of things about you that just seems to fit perfectly with them. This communication is very strong though, so maybe they were first attracted to you by hearing your voice, or by maybe you make videos or something like that. It could be like that. You're a big change to them. You're not the usual type, but they like it. Something about your voice though. How did they meet? Let me know. How did they get to know you? Or it doesn't feel right. Right. 8 of Wands. Why the 8 of Wands? 3 of Inspiration. It's like when they hear your voice, or when they heard your voice, That's what they were waiting for? Well, you said the thing that they've been waiting for. Perhaps you cracked a joke or something like that, and it was the joke that they had inside of their head. Something that they've been waiting for. Just waiting for the person to say that, you know? I think they find you very amusing, and the way that you communicate, and you might be quite quick-witted, and they like that about you. But it's like they were waiting for someone to say that. I don't know, you're going to have to apply that in your situation. Or if you've got a particular message or a particular thing that you say a lot, they've been waiting for someone with that kind of particular perspective to come along. But I'm feeling more like it's you made a joke and they were waiting for someone, or they were waiting for someone to point that out. Whatever it was that you pointed out. There's retreat energy behind that. They didn't want to say it themselves. You said something that was in their head. You did. You said something that was in their head, and they were waiting for someone to say that, and you said it. And it was like, not a get out my head energy, but they didn't want to say it, but you did. And they liked that. They really liked that. So it showed them that you're on the same page. Now, they might not have told you about that, but that could be what switched them on to you, is like, in a situation, something funny might have happened, and they were thinking this thing, and then you said it. Knight of Cups, feeling very romantic towards you. Wow. Like you're the one for them. Justice, the one that's meant to be with them. There does seem to be a lot, they're believing that there's a lot of fated connection here. So I feel like it's not just that you said something that they had in their head, but there's been other synchronicities about this relationship for them. There's letting go behind that. You might have come into their lives when they were kind of hung up on someone else, and you helped them let go of them by being more aligned with them than this person that they were kind of hung up on before, or with even. Yeah, they might have been with somebody already. Anyway, they know to take this slowly. Knight of Pentacles, they might have had to have taken it slowly if they were with someone else. Nine of Inspiration, because they've got to heal from something. They want to move fast, but they know to move slowly. Why? Because they've got something to heal from. So yeah, we very well could be talking about someone. This is someone who was in a relationship with somebody else, or still hung up on someone else. You come into the life, you distract them real good, because you're totally different than that past person, totally different, and you're more the person for them. This is why they're feeling it fated, along with those synchronicities, of course. So what's behind this? They know to take it slowly. They've learned the lesson, which is why the teaching is behind that. They've learned the lesson. So yeah, they know not to take this one fast. They know to heal first. So they need to put their past behind them first, and to finish those things off and heal from it. Not just finish things off, but heal from it. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune, the feeling like this is a fated connection. Very lucky to have met you. Woken up to you, like awakening, like you're the one for them kind of thing, yeah. Wow, so they are really thinking that you are the person for them, you're the one. It's behind this, sexual energy. Well, we can have sexual energy for a lot of people, right? Doesn't mean that they're the one, but of course there needs to be a bit of that too, that chemistry going on, so it's obviously big for them. I didn't mean to put it that way, but there you go. It came out of my mouth. And so, yeah, the chemistry is there in a big way for them. And so that is kind of more confirmation for them that you're the one for them. What else? How are they feeling about shells? How long have you known this person? Let me know in the comments below. Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So there's some part of them that had to kind of accept that they couldn't be with you right away, is what it feels like to me, that there's stuff that they need to do first. Healing that they need to do. healing that they need to do because they were in a past connection, or there's something anyway. It's not big in their energy, so it feels like they are dealing with that stuff now. But still, not fooling themselves. This isn't someone that's kind of rushed into a relationship with you just to be with you kind of thing, just to bed you kind of thing. No, they're taking it slowly and accepting where they're at right now. So it could feel like they kind of met you. Now, it feels like they met you at the right time, but not when they're ready for the actual relationship, because they've learned better. So open up to change. There's that change card again. So you're a big change for them. Like, it will be a big change to be with you. You're very different than they've been with before. Now, we could be talking about different cultures, different class system. That is a thing still. Or very different worlds apart kind of thing. A lot of change. Could be talking about different locations as well for some. Now, for some of you, you are in a different location. It's all about the communication at the moment. You haven't actually met each other in person. And that's why the communication has come out big. They like the way that you communicate, because that's the experience that they've had of you, the only experience that they've had of you. Ooh. How are they feeling about you? Friendship first. So they connect with you on that level as well. They like that. Your friends first. That might have been how it came about first, like dealing with each other more as friends rather than lovers. It doesn't feel like you've been in love with this person, that although they are feeling romantic towards you, they do want to make an effort in that kind of way. They want to not impress you, but just romance you. Freedom. They see you as being free, perhaps more free than they are. They might be feeling more tied down than you at the moment. They do like that natural kind of a way that you've got. There's something about that. I don't know if it's a hippie vibe or something like that. Freedom is giving me the same kind of a feeling, that you've got this thing that you are, and they really like that. Communication again. They love the way you communicate. So I don't know if you, the way you speak or the way that you write, the way that you communicate, there's just something in that they're just like, wow. It's one of the big factors of how that they know that you're the person for them. Bad attitude. Now, I'm not getting that this is a bad thing at all. I'm getting that they love this about you. So if you've got some fire in you and you've got a bad attitude about certain things, they absolutely love that about you. Feisty kind of a nature. But manipulations come out. Yeah, they might want to orchestrate this to make it happen. I don't know. That romance, they might want to sweep you off your feet. In a romantic kind of a way, but part of that might be manipulative as well. Like, they want to get you, you know? So now I'm getting this kind of King of Wands vibe behind them, of wanting to claim you and almost kind of sweep you off your feet to make sure that you're a definite yes to them. Perhaps because of the freedom, perhaps because they see you free like this, they want to make sure that that you're a yes to them, especially if you've got this bad attitude, this feistiness. So they might be preparing themselves for that feistiness to see how they can get around that. Anyway, they see you as being responsive. They like that. You're responsive, open and responsive. But there's this, they know that they have to tell you the truth. So, and that isn't the best energy. They're a little bit, scared to tell you the truth. A little bit scared to tell you the truth. They know that you're not going to settle for anything less than the truth with them. They're a little bit scared to tell you the truth. There's some things that they want to hold back. They'd much rather kind of sweep you off your feet and you have like no questions to ask kind of thing. They know that you're going to ask some pointed questions at them and they don't really want to answer those questions. They will do. They will do. They know they've got to tell you the truth, but it's making them a little bit... So that's why the manipulation has come out there. If they could get past the stage where they're going to have to tell you some things that they don't want to tell you about themselves, then they will. But they're going to have to stick to your guns there. How they're feeling right now? Well, this is very promising, this relationship. We'll find out in that future bit there. Feeling very romantic towards you at the moment. So if this has been like friendship, on the friendship level, they're wanting to take it into the romance level now. What does this say? Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. Coming your way. I'm sure of it. This person is coming your way. Wow, I'm going to sweep you off your feet. But there's a little bit of underhanded energy, but it doesn't feel too bad. Anyway, if that sounds like it is your story, it could be your story. I'm interested to know what's in this deeper dive. If you're interested in that too, come along. I'm going to pull cards out from this deck, whatever this deck's called, can't remember. And unknown or something like that, I don't know. I'm also going to, how will this all play out? Let's find out that too. I feel like your person's on the way here. We'll get a timeline out for that as well, but we'll find out how this is all going to play out in there. If you're interested in that too, pop a link for it up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. You need to get your email address right, otherwise you're not going to receive it, so type it in very carefully. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, your promotions folder, all those places that email put things, so you can't find them. And in that email, you'll see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. You click on that shell on a device where you can open PDFs. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. When you click on the picture of a video, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, then just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. I'd love to know what this is all about for you. Click on the subscribe button with that notification bell down there to hear more from me as well. I make 3 of these Love Pick card reads a week. I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show where I give mini reads. Come along sometime. I do a daily energy update show for the collective show, video for the collective, reading for the collective. And what else? I do twin flame love readings for star signs sporadically as well. So check those out on my YouTube channel. And so if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive for the juice of the future of this, then I'll see you in there very shortly.